Friends, in today's video, we will discuss Motilal Oswal Large and Mid Cap Fund. This fund has been in existence for past 5 years, and during this period, its performance has been very comforting. In all available time frames, 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year, it has performed exceedingly well. Actually, in 3 year and 1 year time frame, it has been ranked number 1 in its category. Further, despite the extreme volatility in the markets during last year, which has resulted in a significant decline in last 6 months, this fund has still managed to generate a 20% return for its investors, whereas the category average is only 13%. In this video, we will discuss whether this fund is suitable for lump sum investment. First, let us understand what the large and mid cap category is all about. As per SEBI directives, mutual funds in this category have to invest minimum 35% in the stocks of large cap companies, and another 35% has to be invested in the stocks of mid cap companies. The remaining 30% can be invested as per the discretion of the fund manager. If you look deeper, you will notice that this category also carries some characteristic of a multi-cap fund, which is why large and mid-cap category funds can generate good returns while also providing stability, since a minimum of 35% funds are invested in large cap stocks. Its 1 year, 3 year and 5 year performance has been very strong, beating the category averages by a handsome margin. However, its short-term performance has not been as good. If we look at the last 6 months, since when the market is on a decline, or YTD, that is year to date, from January 1st till date, this fund's performance has been quite unsatisfactory. YTD, it has fallen by 17%, whereas the large and mid cap fund categories average decline is only 7%. Similarly, in the last 6 months, this fund has dropped by 14%, while average decline of the category is only 11%. Now we will try to figure out why has this fund underperformed recently. As you may be aware, Motilal Oswal Fund House follows an aggressive investment strategy. When a fund follows an aggressive investment strategy, barring the exceptions, its NAV moves up sharply in a bullish market. However, it also falls sharply in a downturn. This is why all schemes of Motilal Oswal Fund House have experienced a decline more than the category averages in the recent market decline. However, such funds also recover very quickly when the market turns bullish. We have already seen this in the last 1 week's performance. Despite the recovery being very recent, Motilal Oswal funds have rebounded much faster than their category peers. So is this a good opportunity for lump sum investment? Smart investors wait for such opportunities when a good fund or stock is available at a reasonable valuation after a decline. Since this fund's NAV has already declined by 17% from January till now, this could be a good opportunity for investors who understand that when the market recovers, such funds will bounce back strongly and may start outperforming their categories once again. Another reason for the underperformance of Motilal Oswal funds, apart from the market decline, is the Kalyan Jewellers controversy, which disrupted investment strategy of Motilal Oswal Fund House. However, that issue is now appears to be settled, and many of the Motilal Oswal funds, including this one, have started showing recovery. Motilal Oswal Fund House is known for its aggressive investment style, and this fund is no exception. However, its portfolio turnover ratio is very reasonable at around 35%, indicating that the fund does not frequently churn its portfolio. In comparison, the category average is 167%. A low turnover ratio benefits investors in the form of low expense ratio. This is why this fund's expense ratio is only at 0.55%, while the category average is at 0.78%. The fund is fully invested in equities, which means it is well positioned to benefit if the current bullish trend continues. To understand a fund's strategy, we must look at concentration of stocks in its portfolio. Aggressive funds tend to have higher concentration of portfolios, and this fund is no exception. It has invested in only 34 stocks, whereas the category average is at 75. A concentrated portfolio means that if the selected stocks perform well, the fund's NAV rises sharply. However, if these stocks underperform, then the fund falls more than the category averages. Since this fund follows a growth investment strategy, its portfolio P ratio is at very high level of 51. This is natural because high growth stocks are usually expensive. If you want high returns, you have to pay high price for good quality stocks. Further, the fund follows an aggressive investment style is also evident in its asset allocation. Fund has invested only 37% of its assets in large cap stocks while category average is at 50%. On the other hand, fund has invested 22% in small cap stocks against a category average of 12%. This depicts that the fund is taking higher risks by investing more in small caps and less in large cap stocks compared to category averages, which have higher growth potential but also higher volatility. So, if you are an aggressive investor looking for lump sum investment, this fund could be a good choice, especially after the recent correction. However, don't invest your entire amount in one go. Instead, split your investment into 3, 6, or even 10 installments as per your risk tolerance. By applying this method, you average out your purchase price and avoid investing your entire amount at around market peak. The market has started recovering in the last week, but volatility may continue. You may choose to invest or not to invest as per your risk tolerance and investment horizon. This video is for educational purpose only and is not an investment advice or recommendation. Always conduct your own research or consult a financial advisor before making any investment decision.